Doc is really a cool guy. Um, mellow, but packed with action.
Dr. Cunningham has been part of the community since probably 1968.
Known him since 1999.
My earliest memory of Dr. Cunningham is seventh grade.
I heard of him from my students who were telling me about a class that they took in Agate Junior High called Exploring Guam.
He was my Exploring Guam teacher.
He is just the absolute best teacher any student could find.
He teaches how to harvest pago, how to strip the bark. We were building our traditional huts down at what was known as Agate Junior High. He instilled a passion in all of us.
He was one of our cultural advisors, and working with him was something I have never experienced before. He had so much knowledge at the tip of his fingers.
Larry is one of the most committed people I know to the understanding of the Chamorro people. And he took that interest very early in his career. And he lived it by trying to understand through providing experiences for students, trying to understand the geology of Guam, the geography of Guam, and its ancient past.
Doc's white, he's a haole, right? But he's more Chamorro at heart than a lot of other Chamorros.
He's produced as much or more about our Chamorro people than anybody else on Guam. Quite frankly, than any Chamorro. But he's not controversial because he does it in such a human-friendly way.
He was always gregarious. He was always friendly. He was humble. He was hesitant to take credit, even though his work was phenomenal and groundbreaking.
Doc put almost single-handedly put this movement of this rebirth of seafaring and navigation. He took this to the rest of the world.
His scholarship is generative. Now that means that his scholarship doesn't just come to an end by itself. It helps generate more scholarship. And that's really the key to his work.
Dr. Cunningham's contribution to Guam and the region goes way beyond the seafaring realm. Seafaring is a very, very small part of his accomplishments. You know, he wrote 2 books that they use in the schools about history of Guam and the Marianas, right? He's a really thorough historian.
He's risked his life because as seafaring people and as voyagers, when we go out there and we're voyaging, you know, there's no guarantee you're coming back. I mean, these are non-instrumental voyages. These are celestial voyages. Dr. Cunningham has hundreds of miles of voyaging to his credit with Palomani Sakau and other voyagers. So to me, that when you're willing to risk your life for what you believe in and what you're studying and what you're teaching, that just says it all about the man and who he is, truly is.
You know, he is actually renowned in many, many fields. A lot of people don't know he's a master photographer. You guys know, some of the stuff you can't teach. Way back then, attorney Jerry Hogan was a contemporary of Dr. Cunningham's for a while. He was a teacher, and then he became an attorney. He said, Mike, do you know that Larry's one of the greatest basketball players in Guam? And I said, Doc? And he used to go out all the time with the guys and play basketball in Agate. But, you know, I never followed him or anything, and I didn't know. He goes, yeah, during his time. And if you know Doc, you know he's a crazy fan for Kentucky. But he doesn't share that part about, and I also play. So a lot of people are armchair quarterbacks and fans, but yeah, Doc could back it up. And a lot of people don't know, including his students never knew, that he was a black belt in Aikido.
Doc has lots of original poetry. You know, he writes stuff. He's always busy. And some of the stuff that he writes is really hilarious, and some of it's, you know, just spot on history kind of things, right?
I wanted to offer my congratulations to Dr. Cunningham on being a MARC Award recipient, and also really thank him for being part of our production. the work he put into the production really made a difference for the thousands of children, of Chamorro children, who have seen the project, the film. And it will continue, his work will continue in the future for everyone, all the children who are going to see it again. And I was asked to do this video, and I just wanted to just say thank you so much. It really, really means a lot, your participation. And I hope we can do it again. Congratulations. Jesus Maasi.
Larry, don't clunas Diyos Maasi po todo sit bishomo. You've been a marvelous partner these past decades that we've worked together, and I look forward to working more with you in the future.
Dag, si Jesus Maasi para todo ibidamu para I tautau Guam, I Chamorro, dan mas por hafa bidamu para I seafaring I tatasi, I mantatasi, gunigitanota, dan gitoro I urizalta. Si Jesus Maasi dag.
I'm very proud to have a small part here and to have experienced him and his family the way that I have. So thanks, Dr. Jesus Maasi.
Doc, I wish I could embrace you and download all that information you have in your brain, all your knowledge that I know you've shared so much with me and others, especially the Southern students of former Aga Junior High. But there's just so much more to learn from you, and I hope I have that opportunity to continue being your student. I'm your forever student. I think I'm gonna say I'm one of your proudest students, because I don't think there's very many students can say that they've had the same teacher for nearly 40 years. I love you deeply. We still live in the same village. I know you still pass Aga Junior High almost daily. Perhaps you don't see it as clearly anymore. But I'm sure those laddie stones that still stand today, they know you're driving by. Si Zuas Maasi, Doc.